Hey, what's happening, gamers? It's Amber here with KwingsLetsPlays. Hope you guys and gals are all having a great day today. So sorry for the late start. I was just getting my cat food and just getting some things done, so I kind of lost track of how long the stream was set up for. I actually really pleasantly surprised that people actually. Usually the stream can be set up like. And nobody even comes by for hours, so I didn't even realize that people were here. Alright, so basically we've got Disco Nights start soon. I don't really know what that is. Okay, alright, well why don't we go to Times Square and check out what's happening at Disco Nights. Honestly, I guess I'll play as Sue Storm for right now, but we're gonna go right back and I'm gonna go. I've got my disco outfit right now. I don't know if there's an update, so you can see in Times Square you've got there's Luna Snow on the billboard there, and there's like the disco version of Sue Storm right above Luna. And you just got some different videos. Also, I believe there's like a certain thing where you can have like a clip of your game put on the billboards here if you I don't know, there's like a certain thing you can earn. Maybe it's like you go to the event or something. Alright, so yeah, there's some interesting new things on the billboard. Honestly, I don't remember how to get out of it. Alright, so we're gonna show off the, we showed off her last time, Sue Storm, and we're gonna go and we're gonna check out the item store today, and the item store is, honestly, both of these characters look really cool, but as you guys know, I like to play as the healers. Although, if Thor was a healer, I'd definitely play as him, because he looks really cool. Actually, I'll just show you guys the, so, let's just, oh, it doesn't even give me a chance to purchase this, so I don't know where this bundle is. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's underground? Okay, thank you, thanks, Later Gator. Okay, so we've got Luna Snow with her cool outfit here. And here is Thor, which I actually haven't looked at Thor yet. Here's Disco Thor. Honestly, he looks really cool. I do like how, it kind of reminds, well, I mean, the only disco person I know very much is, like Saturday Night Fever with, my gosh, I can't remember the actor's name. Oh, well. Alright, so we'll try, okay. So we're gonna try, going back there. Let's see. Where are we? Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna just try going 2 times. I'm only gonna be here for a minute, because I'm literally just gonna show it off, and then I'll bring some people in. So, Litigator was telling me this is actually the subway that we have to go to, so see if we can find entrance to the subway. Well, I have been to a lot of subway areas, especially in New York City, and actually mainly in New York. So I kind of know what to look. I'm looking for some stairs, like on the sidewalk, that are going down, as far as I know. So I don't really actually know where the entrance. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. So we've got the subway. Now we're in the subway here.
Fantastic, standing by.
Link, don't be mean to Zelda.
Little star power to your group. It's Luna Snow over here, part-time international pop star and full-time superhero.
Okay.
Get it? I'm right here. Remember?
Alright, so why don't I bring, oh wow, okay, sorry guys. Alright, so thanks Slater Gator for letting me know. So we've got the cool subway area. Maybe we'll have time to go here later, I don't know. I'm sorry I should have invited you guys in here to show off your characters. So there's a Luna Snow actually, right there. So that's the character I'm gonna play as today. Which is really neat to see actually. Thanks for telling me that, Later Gator. Yeah, John Travolta, that's the person I was looking at. Okay, alright, okay, so I'm gonna try to invite alright, so let's okay, I've got Later Gator. Alright, Cosmic, okay. Let's bring in Brian and Dozen R. Alright, and let's see if and then I see Lemmy Fan and some other people. Alright, so I forgot guys, I have to actually buy the skin I was gonna look for. So let's actually go to the store, and I'm not gonna purchase this bundle right away. I'm actually gonna purchase this. So here's Luna Snow. Oh, you can do different emotes for different, very cute. Alright, so we're gonna get the Luna Snow costume. Alright, you can do some color swaps with this, but honestly, I have kind of looked ahead at some of the color swaps, and they're not my, like, the blue and the pink is the cutest color for her, so I don't really see any reason. So here's the other color swap. Honestly, not a fan at all of this, unless you're a real awesome, unless you really love black and yellow, maybe for Halloween or something, but no, not for me. And then here's the blue, all blue version, which is interesting, but honestly, I really like the pink and blue. I think that's the best color on her. And of course you can get these emotes, but not a huge fan. Okay, alright guys, so alright, so we're just gonna do a quick match and we're gonna get right into it. So I'm gonna be showing off Luna Snow, so oops, okay. I'm just gonna go for it. Okay, hi Lord Draken, good to see you, of course.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Alright, guys.
I'm Luna Snow, like the moon.
Alright, thanks for letting me play as Luna Snow, guys and gals.
Magic makes people happy.
Greetings.
Heroes make them safe.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Is this really what it's come to? Working with petty thieves?
Who's the one being petty, home? Last I checked, we was both fighting the good fight.
Whatever. But I swear, LeBeau,
Acknowledged.
if I find any of my weapons missing after this...
Simmer down, Spectre. I couldn't finish
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
The occult threats
Hey
to this
guys,
world
hey,
are
there's
many.
Leader Gator playing as Gambit. Hey, Leader Gator.
Good medicine.
Roar! I suck! I was worried.
Oh, great.
Leave them to Khonshu!
We're finding our groove.
Boom! No skill shot!
See them? Fear Gotham. That's better. I don't have to be center stage.
We'll turn to shot.
I suck.
Sorry, I forgot what my healing button is.
Fear Gotham.
I think my healing button is L1. I got my controls confused with the form.
The god of thunder!
Double KO. I'm back in the fight.
We've been on Twitch for years. We've been on Twitch since 2015. We used to have 3,000 people watching us on Twitch at a time.
Leave
We
them
were
to
blown up on
Khonshu.
Twitch. They didn't give us a partnership, even though we had thousands of people watching us. They refused to give us a partnership. Even though they gave people much smaller a partnership, they didn't give it to us. And we can't go on Twitch because you can get swatted if you stream on Twitch. Even if I would make millions of dollars on Twitch, it wouldn't be worth it because I could die being on Twitch because you can get swatted. And if you get swatted, you can literally die. We have too many hateful people that want to... We've gotten swatted, like, a lot.
I'm making a comeback.
Like, if you get swatted, basically what they do is they find your address and they send, police to your house and tell them that you have weapons in there. And then they come into your house with, like, deadly force. We've had at least two swatting attempts since we've been in Pennsylvania.
Thanks so much.
And we would have had many, 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 many more if we were streaming on Twitch. It's not worth your life, like, even if we would get more money, it's less money on Twitch anyway, but even if it was more, it wouldn't be worth it. It's not worth our lives to go on there. But thanks for the kind words, and I appreciate that. One of the times we got swatted, I was actually in the hospital. So Luke had to not only deal with swatting attempt, but also I was literally, I was in a life or death situation. I had
Making a comeback.
something
Only 60
explode
seconds
in
left.
my stomach, and I had to go to the ER. So it was a very bad day.
Watch me soar!
But good thing that day's in the past.
I found them.
Sai, we need you back.
Hey, Mimo, good to see you. I'm glad you liked the Mimo Ultimate streams that people were, that somebody was sponsoring those. No, this is the first match.
I'm making a comeback.
Hi Kaya, hi everyone. I mean, that's why that kind of stuff is bad. People act like, oh, you can, you know, you can get people online to harass somebody or swat them, all kinds of stuff to try to get your way. But in reality, it hurts people a lot. You can hurt a YouTuber's income by trying to get them harassed or attacked online. You can also hurt them physically by trying to swat them. So there's a lot of things people online do that they say, oh, it's just online, but in reality, it's not just online. It's really actually attacking them and attacking their income or putting them in danger. Alright, Squidgy, MVP. Oh, what? I'm so sorry, guys. So that was Later Gator, Brian, we didn't get to show off the clips, darn it. Sorry. Okay, guys, I didn't mean to not show off everyone's moves. Darn it. Alright, so I think that was Dozenar, Brian, Later Gator, and Cosmic. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get some other people in. I mean, it's not happening to us. It's not happening to us because we're not on Twitch. I'm just answering your question. Nothing is happening to us because we stream on YouTube, so there's no problem. Like I was saying, that would happen to us if we were on Twitch. And let's see if Lummy fan. Alright, and we've got Lord Draken, and we have... Okay, let's see if we can get Drakes in. Alright, and we just played with Brian, Cosmic, Dozenar, and Later Gator. Okay, so we invited Lord Draken, Lemmy Fan, Drigson, and Kaya. Brian, oh, we didn't get Brian in here? Alright, so let's invite somebody else again, guys. Yeah, well, I mean, like, the more that I talk about it, though, that's what people want. Like, those, people that are crazy and always attacking us, that's what they want, is, like, they want me to make that the topic of every stream, so I don't really, you know, they have their weird hate group, like, you know, I mean, there's many reasons why. I mean, every YouTuber has tons of haters. Like, we had haters since day one. Like, anytime you are on YouTube, you're gonna have haters. Like, you don't have to do anything to people. Literally, if somebody spams the word hi 15 million times, and you time them out, that person can potentially become a hater and write terrible things about you online and hate you for up to 15 years just by them spamming the word hi. You don't have to do much to create haters. I think our haters particularly are able to affect us because we also like, I moved to Pennsylvania so that we could be closer to my parents. My parents are in Illinois. Luke's parents are in Luke's family is in, you know, Boston and New York and the East Coast. I wasn't able to really visit my parents a lot because I was so far away from them. So I moved here, and when I moved here, we used to be promoted as one of the top 100 channels near Boston when we were in Boston. When we moved to Pennsylvania, we weren't promoted anymore. Among other things, so our income went down. So because our income went down, and because our channel, not only did our income go down, but our channel can't be seen as well. So that's a huge factor because of, like, because basically the people that remember us the most are the haters. So people from 15 years ago, most regular viewers that just kind of were scrolling through the internet are like, oh, there's a fun video to watch. Here's some people playing a Batman game. Like, those people might not remember us in 15 years, but the people that hate us do. So we end up having a disproportionate amount of haters versus viewers. But I just try to ignore them because that, you know, like, they hate us for many multiple reasons. Like, they kind of act like they're all united, but they're really, a lot of it is based on, like, lies that they told many years ago that people believe. And if I talk about that, then it'll actually spread those lies even more. Like, some of this, now I found out, I didn't know this, but for a long time, like they, I mean, they always tell a lot, like they made, like, a lot of, I mean, people tell lies about YouTubers all the time. You know what I mean? I think a lot of the reason why, like, our haters ended up being particularly nasty is, honestly, a lot of it is, like, I can kind of explain, and so people can kind of understand, like, a lot of people build their fan base, like, you know how you have, like, a group of people that like you and a group of people that don't, you know what I mean? On the internet. Like, you're going to have that in every situation. In your family or in your friends group, you're gonna have people that like you and people that don't. It's just normal part of life. Not everyone's going to like you. But the problem was that we built our channel on Nightwing 01 is not Luke's channel. Nightwing 01, if you look at all the gameplay videos, that's our channel together. Me and my husband built that together. That's Gaming with the K-Wings. All of those videos I helped promote. Luke read the scripts to me. I was on some of those reviews. We built that together. Nightwing 01 is our channel. And then the Nightwing 01 crowd, increasingly as I got more confident and Luke wanted to do more gaming videos with me, the Nightwing 01 crowd got kind of mean and said that they didn't want to hear Luke play games with his wife on Nightwing 01. That they didn't like it, it didn't think their channel was cool. So basically, that content that they deemed not very good, they didn't like the fun videos, they didn't like the gaming with the K-Wings, they didn't want to see that on their cool, you know, Batman channel or channel with the game reviews. But that was always part of, if you go back, you can see tons of gaming with the K-Wings videos. That was always part of the channel, like, that was part of it. And so what happened was the two channels split off. Gaming, they shouldn't have, you know, if we hadn't split the two channels, we wouldn't have the hater base that we have today, because the base of haters that attack us are people that kind of have a misunderstanding about reality. Like, a lot of them, they think that KwingsLetsPlays started in 2010 or 2012, but in reality, KwingsLetsPlays started in 2007 because it started on Nightwing 01. So they look at KwingsLetsPlays as if it was a new channel in 2012, but it wasn't. It was just an extension of Nightwing 01. So most of the haters that we have online are people that only like, the people that understand our channels and started on Nightwing 01 generally do not become haters. people that subscribe for Nightwings 01 content have not really, do not have a base of haters from that channel. Our haters are all from KwingsLetsPlays. And it's like 100% of them are from KwingsLetsPlays. The reason why they're from KwingsLetsPlays is, the reason why that is because Luke had to, we originally, on Nightwings 01, when we would do Let's Plays, we would be our real selves. We would just play the game as ourselves, not try to change our personality or anything. As we played it on KwingsLetsPlays, we had this crowd of people that didn't really know us very well, and had no idea that Luke was a game journalist, had no idea that he liked Batman, had no idea that he worked for game publications, had no idea about his game reviews, that he was from New York, that he was sort of a cynic, that he was a realist, that he just liked to give his real opinion on games. And they also didn't know me very well. They didn't know that I worked that hard, that I helped build that channel, anything. They thought of me as an idiot and Luke as some weirdo that plays games with his wife, and that's all it is. They didn't realize that we had this whole other channel, our whole other life, that Luke worked for tons of other game publications, that I had helped him build the channel from the ground up. They didn't understand any of that. So they just saw KwingsLetsPlays as an upstart channel, and you can even look at some of the, if you go to Reddit and some of the horrible hate sites that they have things written about us, they actually say this exact thing. We allowed them to become popular. In their mind, KwingsLetsPlays just randomly happened, but that's not true, because that never happened. There was 100,000 subscribers over on Nightwings 01 at the time that KwingsLetsPlays, actually there may have been 300,000, I don't know. I thought there was 100,000 subscribers on Nightwings 01 when we created KwingsLetsPlays. And at that time, 30,000 of those subscribers went over to KwingsLetsPlays, which means KwingsLetsPlays would have never happened if Nightwings 01 wasn't a channel first. And it was always an extension of that. And the only reason why it even happened, we didn't even want to make KwingsLetsPlays. I don't even think of the channels as separate even now. I think of it as the same channel. It's just on two different locations, so I don't think of it as two different channels myself. I try to act as if it's not two different channels, and so for me, it's not, I find it very strange when people say, like, well, you're gonna act like this over here and act like this over here. We never set out to act different on different channels. That was something that parents would send us letters getting angry at us if we didn't act nicer over on KwingsLetsPlays because their kids might be watching or something. So we were forced to change the way that we acted. People were more offended over on KwingsLetsPlays about everything. Whereas on Nightwings 01, people were not very offended because they knew us. We had built an audience over many years. It was almost 7 years that Nightwings 01 had already been going on before KwingsLetsPlays started. So people already knew us. There was no reason for us to pretend to be somebody else. But on KwingsLetsPlays, it was different. So a majority of the reason why we have so many haters is because there are people from KwingsLetsPlays who believed that that channel just blew up overnight and would know that Luke and I had no experience on YouTube, that Luke had no experience, and didn't put any, that they believe that I didn't put any effort into what I do for a job, which is I work very hard. They didn't believe I worked, they thought I was an idiot, and they also believed that Luke didn't have any experience as a game journalist, which he did, for years of working for different game publications. So the people that, you can even look at their Reddit posts, they say, like, we allowed them, we made them famous, which is a complete lie. Even without those people, we already had a YouTube channel before those people came by. We had already been on the internet almost 7 years and making money online and working with Polaris and all kinds of different game companies, working with Traveler's Tales, Warner Brothers, everything like that before Kwings Let's Plays even started. In fact, we started working, we mainly work with Traveler's Tales and Warner Brothers. We didn't even, and we also work with Activision, with Skylanders, and many other companies. The whole Disney Infinity thing only came after that, because Disney Infinity wanted us to work with them too, because we were working with so many other people. So, you know, like, every single thing that is written on those hate websites about us is a complete, like, misunderstanding of reality. So, you know, like, a lot of this hatred for us is, like, their viewpoint that they made us famous and that Kwings Let's Plays became a channel out of thin air, which it kind of reminds me of when I used to audition for solos in school, and I would work for I would go to hours and years and years of voice lessons, and I would audition for many solos, and I would lose out on many auditions, and then the one solo I got, a lot of girls would be jealous of me, because they'd be like, that's not fair that you randomly got that solo on your first try, and I auditioned too, and I could have sung better than you. But they don't understand that hard work pays off over time. That's what our channels are about. Our hard work paying off over time. It has nothing to do with it just upstarting. So a lot of the hateful things that people say, they're just extremely jealous. Anyone can do a YouTube channel, but you have to put in the years of work. And in their mind, Kwings Let's Plays didn't have any years of work. And so they hate us because of that. That's actually the main reason, honestly. And then they add all these other disgusting, like, rumors about us. That is just added on to it. The main thing is just jealousy. And that, you know, like, anyone can pick up a controller and play a video game, so why couldn't I? Why are these people doing it? So... And the other two-part, and that's the two-part factor. The first part is jealousy about Kwings Let's Plays growing so fast. The second part of our haters is the fact that once they figured out that Luke had his own channel, they went over to Nightwing 01 and they were absolutely shocked that he was so blunt, honest, that he basically said his actual opinion on videos. Because he didn't do that. He censored everything he had to say over on Kwings Let's Plays, because years and years and years of parents telling us, you can't say die, you know, you can't say this. Like, we used to make jokes about lawyers and the IRS, and we would get letters from kids whose dad worked for the IRS, so we had to censor ourselves tremendously on Kwings Let's Plays. We were actually called by companies such as Nintendo and Disney, and they gave us phone calls, and they told us that they wanted us to act more cheerful, act more happy. We originally, if you actually watch, our first ever playthrough was Skylanders 1. You can actually see, in our first episode of Skylanders, we actually say in the video, you can actually watch the first episode of the first Skylanders game on this channel, Kwings Let's Plays. If you actually rewatch the video, we actually state in the video that we're not partnered as a channel yet. So after the second or third episode of Skylanders, this channel was partnered. So there was 0 subscribers on there when we did our video of Skylanders 1. Skylanders Spyro's Adventure, or I think that's what it was called. And if you watch that video, if you listen to how I'm talking, and my husband is talking, we are talking mainly how we do on streams right now. We basically went back to how we normally act. We were told that we needed to change our personality, or we wouldn't, or we were gonna lose our audience. Or, like, we had lots of. Back in the day, you had YouTube managers. They told you basically worked for them. YouTube paid them, and then they would pay you. So we had no choice. We had to do what they told us to do. So they actually told us to. It's hilarious that they actually. I used to, my voice used to be just normal tone, and then they told me that I needed to be more. Both of us needed to lift our voice tone and, you know, talk in a more cheerful, like Mr. Rogers way. So, alright, great job everyone. So that was Lord Draken, Brian, Lemmy Fan, and Kaya. So, I mean, that was a huge... So a lot of people that grew up with Kwings Let's Plays and then went over to Nightwing01 and heard Luke savagely saying, you know, that he didn't like certain games because they weren't hard enough, or saying that he didn't really like a lot of modern games because, like, the older ones had some elements in them that were better, and he would actually give his savage but honest review of things. They were absolutely shocked, and you can actually see on forum sites about us, some of the haters that have actually tried to kill us have actually said on these forum sites that we're hateful of games and everything, because in their mind we liked everything and we were happy people that just liked every kind of like throwaway cash grab game ever, because that's who we were supposed to be on Kwings Let's Plays, because that's where we were forced to be, because we were harassed by parents, and we were harassed by companies like Disney and Nintendo, forcing us to change the way that we acted. So, you know, there was no choice for that. So now that we, you know, there is no contract with, you know, Disney, the company that made Disney Infinity, Disney Interactive, is gone.
You'll need a top-notch team to win
Activision
this one.
didn't care how we acted. So you can even listen on videos, on older videos when Luke was like, yeah, we love Disney Infinity, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I like Skylanders better. You can hear me say it. I say it all the time. Every time Disney Infinity is brought up, I always say I prefer Skylanders, and I wish that Skylanders succeeded and not Disney Infinity. I say it repeatedly in so many videos online, because Activision always treated us better than Disney did. I didn't feel like I had to pretend to be someone else to play Skylanders, and I actually liked Skylanders better because, you know, number one, it was more like a dungeon crawler game, which I liked better, and number two, I like dragons, and number three, the main reason I liked Skylanders better, it was a unique new idea. Disney Infinity, all it was doing was taking Disney characters and putting them in a sandbox so they can interact with each other. But we already have seen all these characters, Aladdin, Mickey, everyone. Like, we already know those characters. Whereas Skylanders was actually taking and making new characters. Like, obviously we knew Spyro, but you got to meet all kinds of new dragons. Cinder and Chompy Mage and, you know, the little mole guy who does the scientific work, and Flynn, and so they were making it was a new story, new characters. I had a much easier time working with Activision, and so I really like Activision, and I don't, you know, like I had a better time working with them, but that's the main reason why. I mean, you can even look at some of the hateful things that people write about us. A lot of it is that they thought we were nice, and then they found out, then they saw our Nightwings01 channel, and then they were mean. Then when they found out we're mean people. And that's like, then they write stuff like that where we were pretending to be someone we're not, which never actually happened. Our parents wrote us letters telling us that we, you know, getting angry with us. Like saying, you know, blah, 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 my kids are watching, and because we didn't actually make Kwings Let's Plays for kids. If you actually look at our first episode, we actually joked about some really out there things. If you actually listen to our first episode we did it just like Arkham with Skylanders. We did not make that for younger audience at all. We never set out to make Kwings Let's Plays for younger audience. It was just the Kwings Let's Plays. It was Let's Plays that we did. It was literally not, they pushed us in. They kept pushing us. They noticed, like, people noticed that we didn't swear, because Luke and I don't, well, I didn't really hear Luke swear, really, that I knew. Maybe he did when I wasn't around. I don't know. But I don't swear, and, you know, you know, we didn't, and even my husband, when he was at, like, working at Sears and other places, he never swore while at work because he believed it was unprofessional. So, you know, we were doing a job, we were covering a game, and he didn't swear on the videos. Mainly, number one, it's unprofessional. Number two, I don't really swear anyway. He was trying to be nice to me. And number three, you know, like, you get less money if you have profanity in your videos back then. You would actually get less ad money. So why would you add swear words and then actually get paid less? Doesn't make any sense. So, you know, and people noticed that we didn't swear, and so they put us into the category of family friendly when that's never ever what we set out to do. And you can actually see, like, we used to get emails from people and parents and all kinds of things that were very, you know, they knew that we were Christians, so they kind of used that against us. Like, how could you? How could you do this? How could you do this? Like, we would be playing, you know, like Double Dragon or something, or anything with a little bit of violence in it, and they would say, how could you? So it was definitely stressful because they were basically using our, you know, we were just making a fun channel where we hung out, and they were trying to use it to basically, like, shame us into censoring us to fit into this category. So the more we got put into the category, the more we had to do what everybody told us to do. And honestly, that's why when Kappa happened, like I said so much, I said I felt very free because I was like, thank God, because, you know, like, because I didn't like being put in a category like that. I didn't like being told I can't say the word die in a video. I didn't like being told I had to talk to my audience like they were idiots, or I had to censor all my jokes. You know, I didn't like that. That's not what I ever set out to do. And so yeah, I mean, like, a lot of this hatred it has to do with the two channels being divided and people that grew up misunderstanding. You know, like, this Let's Play channel was never meant to be for kids, ever. People thought it was because they completely misunderstood. So that was, and you know, and most of the haters are from 15 years ago too. That's the weird part of it, is that they have not watched it in 12 years, but for 12 years they still sit here and try to DDoS attack us and write Reddit posts. Like, there was some stuff written about us 4 years ago that we divorced 8 years ago. Because I'm not on any videos, but I'm on, like, tons of videos. So, I mean, it just shows that most of the stuff that they write is completely made up. Like, you know, like, so it's just absolutely crazy. And then it all culminated with the Discord incident, where they just took over our Discord and just kicked us out of our own Discord and started sharing lewd pictures on there, trying to get our Discord taken down. And then pretending that we were sharing them after we had gotten kicked out of the Discord. So that was like, and that's why now you have the Discord is $5, because our Discord was originally free, anyone could join it, but a bunch of very mean individuals ruined it for everyone. And that caused me a lot of stress, and I actually was with child at the time of that, and I lost my child, and it was due to stress. And then because of that, our haters hate us even more, because they say, like, oh, I'm accusing them of me losing my child because of them. But I was so stressed out because of what they did to me that, yeah, my blood pressure went up tremendously, and that was literally the reason I lost my child, due to stress. Like, my child was 3 months old. I had, Luke and I were gonna have a baby at the time, so, like, it's very messed up. Like, what, and why would I purposely make it so I would lose my child just so I can get back at a bunch of internet fans? you know, they obviously did that. I would have much rather had my child, obviously. So yeah, I mean, like, they are crazy. Like, they're absolutely nuts. And they have this whole lore, and they write things about us that I couldn't even repeat. So all right, here we go. Yeah, Disney is very hard to work with. In fact, they offered us a tremendous amount of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I think they offered us to sign a year contract with them, or several year contract with them, where they would own half of our channel forever. And I said I was so angry because of what they had done before, because they had screwed us over before. I don't remember how. That I just told Luke, however much it is, I don't want to work with them. I didn't know how much it was. Luke just told them no. So literally, Luke turned down a tremendous amount of money many years ago from Disney, because I did not want them to own part of my channel. Honestly, if I had said yes to that, we would have gone down with Polaris, because Polaris, the entire network went down, and they were going to give us a lot of money to join that. But they had already siphoned tons of money from us earlier, when they were under the other name, Maker Studios. And then Disney bought that. So honestly, like, looking back at it, I probably could have taken the money, and then I could have just retired from YouTube, and I just could have bought a house with that. But honestly, I don't know, because I still believe our channel can make money. I still believe this channel can succeed. I would like to go back to, like, to the Skylander days. Skylanders makes me happy. It's what the channel, and, you know, even Gaming with the Kwings, all the videos we did for that. I think of the channels as the same channel. You know, and I think because of Kappa, I think the channels can be even more, like, I think they can actually cross-promote each other even more. Like, we could do a Let's Play, and then we could promote something over... In the past, we couldn't promote anything over Nightwing 01, because we were trying to keep people safe, or supposedly because of parents. But now, because of Kappa, you're not supposed to be on the internet if you're a kid anyways. So... there's no reason to keep kids safe, because according to YouTube, there are no kids on the internet. Well, we all know that's not true, but YouTubers are not supposed to act as if there are any kids on the internet. You're not supposed to cater to any younger audience, because you can get your channel taken down.
Be strong together.
Yeah, so a lot of this stuff, like, they write, like, weird fetishes that we have. They write, like, that... You know, like, they wrote that, like, they write lots of stuff. Like, they say that I'm secretly, like, unhappy, that I hate working, here, that they made fake pictures of me. They write horrible, horrible, horrible things all the time. That's their hobby. They're like the Joker. And like I told you, it's those two things that are the main reason why they became haters. It's number one, in their mind, KwingsLetsPlays came out of nowhere and shot up for no reason. Even though we had already been working on the internet 7 years, they acted as if we had never worked on the internet. They also see me as an idiot and Luke as somebody who has no experience, which is not true. We both worked. We've gone to tons of game conventions, worked with tons of companies. We've literally interviewed so many developers. We've been working on the internet for so many years now. So they in their mind, they just don't understand the hard work that we put in. They just imagine that it just came out of nowhere. So it's jealousy because of that. And then number two, like I said, they watched KwingsLetsPlays, and then they were horrified to see that Nightwing 01 exists, where Luke has his actual opinion, that we talk normally. So that was very strange to them. So, you know, it's definitely, alright, the cosmic, let me see. Okay, so we just played with Dozenar, Cosmic, Later Gator, and Lord Draken. Okay, so let's invite some other people. okay, I see Mage Wolf in here. I see Bartholomew. And did we get Kaya in here or no? Alright, we'll get Kaya in here, see if Kaya wants to join. Okay. But yeah, I mean, those are the two factors. Honestly, it's that they're jealous of KwingsLetsPlays becoming successful very quickly, and they believe that we didn't put any work into it, which is false. And they also are shocked that, like, they believe that we tried to make this channel like we were trying to cater to younger audiences, which is not the case. Because if you actually look at our first episode of Skylanders, you can see I'm talking in that episode almost exactly as I'm talking right now. So, and, you know, so they're living a false reality, and because of this false reality, they've become this hateful group of people. That they can't just look at the evidence and admit that they were wrong. Like, if they actually look back and realize, oh wait, Nightwing Sugar 1 existed for a long time, and these people have been working on the internet for a long time, and I was just incorrect about it. Like, I just didn't understand this. You know, if they actually took time to see that, and realize, oh, sorry, I was wrong about that. But they you know how people on the internet, they just keep making more and more lore. They want to keep doubling down on their false reality.
As bad as things get, I try to stay positive.
It's very strange. Honestly, I wish that a lot of people would become more aware of it, because it's very stressful having so many hateful people come by the channel all the time to constantly say horrible things. It's very stressful. It's actually changed a lot of how I even view my channel. I used to be very, like, open and, like, share with people my channel and say, oh yeah, I work for KwingsLetsPlays, and, like, this is me, and I'm really proud of, you know, what we do together. This is a really fun place to be. Now I have to deal with these crazy people coming by every day. Like yesterday I got DDoS several times. It was stressful, and you know, like, it's just, you know, it's all the time, and then after they attack us, then they go, see, and then we get upset because they're attacking us. Then they go, see, you just responded to me in a mean way. I knew you were a bad person. It's like, you're attacking my stream. Like, of course I'm gonna get upset. Like, I wouldn't get upset if you weren't attacking me. There would be no reason for me to get upset because you're not attacking me.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
So, yeah, so now, like, when I tell people what I do, I just say I work online, and I don't share with, I don't really share my channel or anything, because I don't want people to, you know, I don't want, like, say I'm part of a, say I'm trying to help with, like, a charity or something, or help sew blankets or something at my church to donate somewhere. I don't want a little lady to look up the horrible things that are said about me online. So I just don't tell anybody where I work or anything, and it's so frustrating. Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, like, people are crazy. Like, it's very messed up. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just definitely hard. Like, even this last month, I was very overworked from my job in the morning, and I really thought, like, I actually thought I was gonna have a baby again, but I didn't. It came out negative again. So, but that was kind of sad. But yeah, it definitely affected our lives a lot. But we moved on. It's funny that it affected they affected our lives more than we affected theirs. I haven't done anything to my haters except for exist, and they hate me so much for absolutely no reason. they write things like, oh, I allowed them to exist, which in their mind, they believe that them watching years ago was the reason why we were famous. But the problem is they don't understand how the YouTube algorithm works. They wouldn't be watching unless people already knew about us. Like, the only people, if there was anyone that helped us get, you know, seen on YouTube, it wouldn't be the new people coming in that didn't know about Nightwing01. It would have been our Nightwing01 fans who made that possible. Because they were the first 30,000 people to come over to KwingsLetsPlays and subscribe. So, new people that had never heard of us were not the reason our channel was successful. It was the Nightwing01 people. Like, the first 30,000 people that subscribed, they were the ones responsible. So, like, if you guys were early on in the, you know, subscribing to the Let's Play channel, you guys are the ones that really made this channel possible. Without you, this channel wouldn't be here. Like, we wouldn't be able to work full time. I wouldn't have been able to quit my full. I had basically a full-time job at the time, and I quit it so I could work full-time with Booth. So it's actually a Nightwing01 fans that are responsible for KwingsLetsPlays being successful. So it wasn't the new people. So their weird Reddit posting that they made the channel possible is incorrect, because that's not how the YouTube algorithm works. Like, you don't, like, when I see a video of PewDiePie in my featured, it's not me that's making PewDiePie famous by watching the video. It's all of his fans that previously were diehard fans that sat there and watched every single one of his videos, even when he wasn't famous. Those are the people that made him famous. Certainly not me. Like, you can't come by a YouTuber's channel that's already doing well and then watch their videos and then later become a hater and say, oh, I made you famous. Like, because you had been online 10 years and you had like 300,000 subscribers and I watched 5 of your videos. It's like, well, if I already had that many subscribers and I had already been online that many years, then you didn't actually help with you helped a little bit, but you didn't actually help make that success possible. It would have been the original people that subscribed. It would have been the people from the beginning, it would have been the people that subscribed and kept watching your videos even when you weren't famous. Those would be the people responsible, not the people that came later. And most of these fans that are haters now, they came later. And so their weird belief that they made us famous, number one, we've never been famous. So that's part of their problem right there. You have to have 1 million subscribers to be famous. We don't have 1 million subscribers. So we're not famous. I don't see my picture on a billboard. I'm not in any of the YouTube ads where it says, you know, look back through 2026. YouTube doesn't promote us. Like, I'm not famous. So, number one, they're in their mind we were famous because that's all that they liked watching, because they were watching a lot of Disney Infinity at the time. So we were number one billing for Disney Infinity, but that doesn't actually mean we were famous, because, you know, you can be very well, like, you can be the top channel for a certain thing. Like, say you're really good at, you know, grass growing videos, or you're really well known for your, you know, lawnmower instructional videos. That doesn't actually mean that you're famous on the internet. It means that if you type in that certain keyword, your videos are going to pop up more than everyone else's. It doesn't mean you're famous. It means that you are the top searched for and the, like, most recommended video in that category. So, you know, like, number one, they're incorrect about us being famous, because we weren't and we still aren't. And number two, you know, they're incorrect in believing that they helped us with our success, because they wouldn't have been recommended our videos on Disney Infinity if we weren't already successful. That's the it's like, that would be like saying that I'm buying you know, I'm gonna go buy, I'm trying to think of something that's famous. Like, I'm gonna buy a Ford truck, and because I bought this, like, at a dealership, I'm helping make this brand famous. No, you're not. Literally, Ford is already very well known. You're not actually making the brand famous by buying a Ford, because Ford already made themselves famous by working hard back when they had $0. You know, back when, I don't know when Ford, 1920 or something. I don't know when. I don't know the history of Ford, but I'm saying, like, with the Model T or whatever. That's how they became famous, by making the Model T, whatever year that was. So, like, you don't become, so that's why it's crazy that a lot of these viewers that have become haters have this very abnormal viewpoint of that they made us famous. Like, the fact that they only watched for like 3 or 4 years when Disney Infinity was at its height, and then they fell off immediately, and then most of them, like a very big portion of them, I'd say maybe 5 to 15% of the Disney Infinity fans that only watched for 3 or 4 years, which was a lot, like millions. Like, we have 10 million, we had 15 million views on one of our videos for Disney Infinity. Then YouTube subtracted 5 million of those views, which really sucks. Like, they re-edited it. So, I mean, millions of people watched us for 3 or 4 years, and then they fell off very hard, very fast. So say 5% of millions became haters. So that's like 100,000. That's like 200,000 haters. So that's basically what we have. We have 500,000 subscribers, and then we have like 200,000 haters. That's basically what we have happening. You know, we have literally thousands of haters. And only basically 20 people that get notified for streams. So if you have thousands of haters and only 20 people get notified for streams, it's gonna basically look like all you have is haters, you know. So those people are they're only from the Disney Infinity area, like all of them. Like, I cannot think of any of them that are not from the Disney Infinity era. They wouldn't sit there and watch us play Skylanders. Like, they would think Skylanders was ridiculous, you know. Like, they wouldn't sit there and listen to me going, oh, look at the sheep, and like, oh, I wonder what kind of dragon we're gonna see next. They don't care about that. They only wanted, like, you know, these are the kind of people that are just here for the brand name, most popular, whatever is extremely popular at the time. You know, like, you know, these are the kind of people that are only going to be your friends if you have your Gucci bag and you have your Air Jordans and you're driving a Mercedes. Like, that is the kind of people that we're watching for 3 or 4 years during Disney Infinity, and those people fell off very hard. And I honestly think that some of them became disillusioned because they wanted us to keep being, quote, famous. But they didn't understand how YouTube works. YouTube works in ups and downs. It goes up and down. You're going to have a lot of people watching you some years, and you're going to have no people watching you some years. It's literally going to go up and down. You know, it's just normal. But they couldn't, they got so big on the hype train for KwingsLetsPlays. And then when we fell, and then they, you know, you always see these videos of like, this YouTuber fell off, or this person fell off. We didn't really fall off. We were actually a normal channel that just covered normal content. And then for a few years, we got millions of people watching for Disney Infinity. And then Disney Infinity closed its doors, and then we just went back to our normal stuff that we always do, which is Batman content, playing RPGs, playing superhero games, playing, you know, Power Ranger games, playing Lego games. So we just went back to what we normally did before Disney Infinity. We just went back to baseline. And these people literally could not handle it. They could not believe that we were just, you know, they wanted us so much to keep, you know, our faces to be on a billboard or something in New York City and all this stuff. In their mind, like, they couldn't handle it. it's hilarious that that they were like more invested in our channel than we were. It's like, for me, Luke and I know how YouTube works. We've seen people. I mean, even PewDiePie even talked about how before he was super famous, like he was just making ends meet by making you know, Photoshop stuff online. Like he was like, I don't know, he was doing like odd jobs, like doing like different like making different kind of like Photoshop images and stuff for people, like, you know, artwork and stuff, which is you know, honestly, I wish I knew how to get into that, because I got a certificate in graphic arts and I would love to do that myself. So yeah, PewDiePie was doing graphic art and different odd jobs like that, and he was just a regular channel. And then, like, obviously, like, if you guys don't know the story, like, Machinima botted him without his knowledge, and then he became extremely famous. So he's just a regular person that Machinima made famous, basically, by using their botting algorithm. So honestly, that's kind of what happened to Luke and myself. Like, we were just normal people, and Disney Infinity came along, and for some reason we were always the #1 on that page for Disney Infinity, and then when Disney Infinity died, we just went back to normal. But the haters never went back to normal, and that's why every night you see these, you know, I've said many times that I wish Disney Infinity never happened, because I almost wish I never had been successful with Disney Infinity, because I have to deal with these crazy haters all the time, and they're absolutely nuts. And they write stuff as if like we're gonna be like they write stuff like, oh, like oh, look at you, you only have 40 people watching, oh, how sad, you must be crying yourself to sleep. It's like, no, this is about how much I had watching 15 years ago. So I mean, it's really not that, I don't really care. I'm just playing a game I enjoy. It's not really bothering me. But these people, in their mind, they think that if we're not famous, that we're going to like have a mental breakdown, and that's all we care about is being famous. But that's not true at all. We didn't even start. In fact, they probably don't know this, but we actually started KwingsLetsPlays because people were so annoyed by us on Gaming with the Kwings. You can actually look at the comments on Gaming with the Kwings. Go back, Nightwings01 channel, look at the comments. The comments say such mean things. Like, some of the people are so mean on there. Man, you guys are so annoying. Why can't we have more reviews and Batman content? Why do you have to have your wife on here? Why can't you just go make you a sandwich? Why are you, you know, why are you jamming up my notifications with this stupid co-op Let's Play video? Let's Plays were seen as, like, ridiculous, like, back when we did it. Like, literally, it was the lowest form of content you could do on YouTube. Now, Let's Players are really well respected, and everyone's like, oh, look at this one Let's Play, this is so cool. That was not the case back when we did Let's Plays. At all. So, you know, we actually moved off of the Let's Play channel, moved off of Nightwings01, because everyone didn't like it. They didn't like the Let's Play content, but Luke and I still wanted to do it, so we just moved it to another channel. We actually thought this channel would make $0. So the fact that, like, these haters, like, they have the opposite, like, everything that they say is the opposite of reality. Like, oh, you guys made this channel to make so much money. It's like, actually, no, we actually did it just to hang out and have fun. That's literally the reason. So you don't know what you're talking about. Like, so, yeah, like, a lot of this stuff is just absolutely insane. Like, that's why it's like, it's almost like they say, like, if you want to make a lie believable, so as many people believe it as possible, make the lie as big as possible, so that, like, say, like, let me give you an example. Like I don't even know how to give an example, but, like, you know, like,
Acknowledged.
like, say, like, this, I don't know, I don't know how to give an example, but basically a lot of, like, mean people, like, say, if they want to manipulate someone, and someone, like, does something that they don't like say, you know, say somebody comes up to you and is like, yeah, just so you know, you're, like, parking in the wrong spot, you know, you're not allowed to park there, you know, or something like that. So say you get weirdly mad at this person because they told you, you know, where to get off. They told you, oh, you know, like, you can't park there. And so you, like, make up a lie about them. Like, oh, this person assaulted me and screamed at me and said my grandmother was, you know, they insulted my grandma. And you make up as much lies about this person as possible. Now everyone is on your side because you make up all these lies because you were offended because this person told you that you can't park there. And that's kind of how I've noticed. That is how very weird, evil, manipulative people work. Like, they can't deal with reality. The reality is you can't park there. So they make up all these lies so that everyone will be up on their side. And you have to believe the lies because you're like, well, why? Like, I can admit you, like, say they said, like, oh, you assaulted me and you insulted my grandmother. Like, now you're gonna say to yourself, well, at least one of those things must be correct. Like, they must have either hit the person or said something about their grandma. But in reality, what if the person didn't do either of those things? They just said you're parking in the wrong spot. And honestly, that's how I think, like, things in life work a lot. Like, you know, like, that's why I hate it when people tell lies about me and my husband, because people assume that maybe one of those things is true. But in reality, nothing. Like, everything that they make up about us is completely false. Like, it's all false. So that's like the worst part is, like, people just assume, oh, well, people are telling, like, 1,000 lies about you, so at least one of them must be true. But that doesn't mean that one of them is true. It just means that people are literally making up more and more things. So yeah, it is definitely stressful, but I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's part of being on the internet. I mean, people tell a lot of lies about, like, very, very famous YouTubers. But the problem is those YouTubers have viewers that are actually coming into the channel and can see the channel, and, like, the evil comments that those people write about those YouTubers are usually hidden. They also have a large, they're being successful on YouTube, so they have lots of help to help hide all those comments. They have people actively helping them, you know, to deal with that. So, you know, we have a weird situation where we have a lot of haters and hardly visible on the internet at all. So that it is very strange, honestly. I'm surprised that there aren't other people in the same position Luke and I are in. Like, I'm surprised this hasn't come up with other people. Like, why am I the only channel that I can think of that this has happened to? Because there has to be other channels that were just normal and then blew up for, like, a certain kind of content, and then that content was no longer available, and then they aren't as famous anymore, and then they have all these leftover haters from back when they used to be a lot bigger. Like, I kind of wish I could find another channel that was experiencing the same thing as we are, because it is very strange. Like, it's a very strange situation, and I have to, like, explain it to people constantly, because these people that come in are very adamant. Like, they're extremely adamant, and they write, and like, when I used to be going to culinary school, they used to write stuff like that Luke is divorced and he's just making up that I am still married to him. And that was very hard for him because I couldn't be there to defend him and say, no, I'm here. So that, I mean, and it's strange because there's so many YouTubers that talk about their wife, and she's not on any videos, and people don't say hateful things like, oh, you're just making up that your wife is dead. Like, I can only think of, like, Luke is the only one that I can think of that people constantly say I'm not there. So Oh, we got a good job, Trash Dude. Awesome job. Good job, everyone. Well played, everyone. But it wasn't real. It wasn't a real person now. Like, the energy was from the fact that we had a nice day and we were successful and we were going to California and stuff like that. Like, you can't really have that kind of energy. Like, it's not disrespectful, it's just that, like, you can always watch those videos again, though. Like, and you can't really, you know, like, we can easily, I mean, we have that. You can look at our Beerus versus Pan video. People said that, like, look at all our multiverses videos, Mimo. Literally, we had some multiverses videos and other kinds of versus videos. We have over 1,000 versus videos. You know, we only made like at least 100 versus videos during the Disney Infinity era. We have over 1,000 versus videos, and we have never had a year, or we've never gotten 3 or 4 months without making a versus video. So, like, I understand what you're saying, like, you saying that we don't have that energy, but if you actually look, like, we have posted versus videos. We actually act the exact same in our versus videos as we did in 2012. So I have to say that you're wrong, because you're talking about energy for a 20-minute video versus a 2-hour stream. I am not going to be giving you the same energy on a 2-hour video as I would give you for a 20-minute video. I would not give you the same energy as a 2-hour stream. Like, with all due respect, Mimo, like, if you got a huge contract, like, I don't know what you do for a job, but I do this for a job. But, like, say you work and you sell, like, and you're selling, like, you're working at, like, Best Buy and you're selling DVDs, versus you get a contract for selling, you know, houses. Like, say you're a salesman, but I don't know what you do for a job, but I'm saying, say you were, you know, you're not going to have the same energy working at Best Buy selling a DVD to a customer for the 120th time that day, as if you had the energy to sell a house to a very rich client. You're the same person, and you can turn that energy on and off depending on what you're doing. But I'm not going to put out a ton of energy if I'm not being paid. I'm not being paid a cent for this stream. I was being paid a lot when I was doing Disney Infinity. If I'm selling a house, I'm going to be putting out a lot of energy. If I'm selling a DVD at Best Buy for $3 and I'm being paid minimum wage, I'm not going to be putting that energy in. I'm going to be putting my energy into going to night school to get a better job, so I don't have to work at that terrible job at Best Buy making $0 an hour. You know, see what I'm saying? So, like, honestly, I'll counter you this. I miss the energy that our fans gave us back then. Where are all the viewers? You know, you want the energy from us. Where is the energy from you guys? You know, where are you guys sharing and liking the videos and making it possible for us to have that energy? You know, so when you guys bring that energy, I will gladly bring that my energy too. But until that happens, I'm not going to give you energy for nothing. But I will actually counter you with this. Literally, like, we have uploaded versus videos. I'm going to explain to you, Mimo. And literally, I have literally made people quiet in response to my response to questions like that all the time. Luke and I put all of our energy into our versus videos. If you watch our versus videos, even videos that were made 2 weeks ago, you cannot tell the difference between them and videos made 12 years ago. If you actually watch our versus videos, you'll see that that is correct. And we have had people that have literally been on our videos 2 weeks ago and have said, oh my gosh, I miss the old days. I'm so glad I found this video from a long time ago. And I have responded to them. I made this video 2 weeks ago with my husband. So you saying that we do not have the energy is completely false, because we do. I am on a live stream right now. I can bring that energy anytime I want. I just have to be paid for it. If you want to sponsor some versus videos, I'm happy for that. If you want to go for that, but I'm not going to put them up for free without getting paid. I have to pay my bills.
Lucky draw. Gamma got your back. Double down.
But also, like, you have to realize that, like, most of the bad stuff that I've been doing and the energy that has been brought down was literally based on people asking about why people are attacking me and asking me to do. I'm literally responding. Like, we're in a live stream, so literally, if you didn't, you actually asked me the question on Twitch, why don't you guys do Twitch? If I didn't take time to answer your question, I could bring all the energy I wanted to. I literally had to make my energy go down to sit here and take time to answer your question. See what I'm saying? Like, if back then we never answered any questions on streams, we didn't live stream. So this is literally not a video. Most of my video is answering your question, going out of my way to answer your question. And this happens to me all the time, where somebody asks me a question, I take time to answer it, and then people insult me afterwards, like saying that I don't have very good energy, when literally I took the time to answer their question on my stream. I would have rather not done that. Like, nobody gave me a super chat to do that. I did that out of the goodness of my heart, and I actually, like, brought my stream down to answer their question. So I mean, this is I don't really understand, like, you know, like, honestly, like, what I'm so dumbfounded by 90% of that. Like, I don't understand. Like, you asked me to answer your question, I did exactly what you wanted, and then you said that you don't like my energy. I'm just very confused. Like, I literally did everything you wanted. I literally made the whole stream about you, and then after that, you said you don't like my energy. So that's very confusing to me. Like, I don't think I deserve that.
Your powers are mine!
Literally. So you're like, literally, let me just explain something to respond. So what you're like, do you realize that back when we had those videos, we were making 3 videos a week? A week. 3 videos a week. 3 videos a week. So literally, our fans were begging us to have more content and to do live streams with them and to hang out with them online and to spend more time with them and to do more Batman videos and to do more of this, do more of this, do more of this. We literally took time to do everything our viewers wanted. Literally, we do way more content. We do live streams. We play with people. We've done every single thing that our viewers have requested. Like, literally, like, if we actually went back, if I say I could magically, I'm not in control of the YouTube algorithm. So number one, you're asking me to have the energy to do that. I would have to have lots of money so that I could take lots of time off, because if you do not have the money, you cannot have the energy, because to have the energy to do it, I would not be able to have a second job in the morning, and I would not have to do like 10 live streams a day. You know what I'm saying? I would have that kind of energy because I'd be going to the movies every day and watching Disney Channel or TV every day and eating really good food and hanging out and listening to music and petting my cat for 9 hours. And then after I was like all zany and happy from just goofing off all day, then I make a Let's Play video and then I'm in a fantastic mood and everyone likes the Let's Play video and they say, what a great video, I'm so happy I'm subscribed. So literally, say that could magically happen, which cannot, because the only thing that could make that happen is the YouTube algorithm literally changing to promote my videos, which I do not own Google. So I cannot actually promote my own videos. I have no control over where my videos get promoted. So literally, giving me the energy would give me the money to do that. So like, I miss that energy too. Like, if you have $1 million you'd like to give me, so that my husband can take the time and energy to make Retro Mondays every Monday, and I have the time and energy to make him delicious meals, and we have the time and energy to go to California and go driving around, like talking to developers, and you realize a lot of that energy was talking about all the things that we were doing. We were literally being flown all over the place, talking to developers. My husband had all kinds of contracts with Warner Brothers and everything. Literally, if you listen to our topics of discussion, we had a lot of energy back then because we were literally being promoted by everyone back then. So, I mean, you cannot literally, unless I like fake the energy or like literally pretend that I'm being flown somewhere where I'm not. It just doesn't, it literally doesn't make any sense. Money is energy, you know what I'm saying? So if the money isn't coming in, if YouTube isn't promoting you, you're not going to randomly have energy. You see what I'm saying? So you can't really just randomly turn that on and off. And like literally, like if I were to make a person happy who wanted me to have more energy, and that's a very minimal amount of people, like most people, most of our hardcore fans do not want us to have fake happy, fake, you know, I'm Alvin the Chipmunk personality on our videos. Like, I understand our Disney Infinity fans, like, perhaps you watched during Disney Infinity, but most of our actual loyal fans do not want us to have fake, it's not really energy, though. It's literally like, it's yeah, like sometimes we like sounded like there's a lot of times I sound happy also. Like I'm happy right now. I'm hanging out with you guys. Like I don't have any I'm not unhappy right now. But I'm just explaining like you cannot like if I wanted to pretend that I'm being flown all over to California and everything, and I'm talking with all these developers and I'm talking about all these gaming events I'm going to, which I do not have the money to go for right now. I could not fake, that is not something you can just fake. You cannot turn it on and off, you know what I mean? Like, even if I wanted to make you or any of the Disney Infinity fans, which I actually don't, like that's the problem though, like you say, okay, here, I'm just gonna address something. Disney Infinity fans want me to be, quote, happy, but the problem is, I just explained, I was miserable doing Disney Infinity. Like, I sounded happy, but I was miserable, and my husband sounded happy, but he was miserable. You see what I'm saying? Like, to you guys, Disney Infinity fans, we were happier back then when we were doing Disney Infinity, but I'm telling you, the actual reality was that we were not happy. We were forced to be like that because we were told we had to be. You see what I'm saying? So I want to actually be happy. Like, you guys just said it's better to be happy than to worry about being famous. And that's why, like, somebody just said that in the chat. That's why, exactly why. There's two reasons why I don't want to be fake happy. Number one, I just don't have the energy to fake it anymore because, you know, it's already been seen that those fans that we got when we were fake or supposedly fake happy, or we weren't really fake happy, but basically we were forced by our YouTube networks to act a certain way, or to basically be nicer or be more energetic, whatever. But even when we were forced to do that, the only fans that we gained from doing that were fake fans. You see what I'm saying? Like 90% of the people that became our fans during that 3-year period became extremely toxic, and they're the people that DDoS us now. Like maybe like you, Mimo, or a few other people became real fans. But most of the people that we gained during Disney Infinity became the absolute most toxic fans ever. So I would literally, it would be like throwing myself in front of a bus if I was going to do fake energy like that again, just to gain fake fans again. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to gain those kind of people as fans again, because that is only going to cause the same problem that happened before, which is a bunch of people that are only there for my fake positive energy and don't really know me, don't understand what games I like, don't care about me, have not been here for the long haul, and don't care about anything going on with me. They only want that fake energy feeling and happiness they get from my energy, and I don't want to give that out. Like, I don't want to give that out to people I don't know and that don't deserve it. Like, if I'm gonna do a bubbly happy video to make people happy, it's gonna be a video for my own viewers who have been here for a long time. I don't want to give that out to the internet for nothing, because it takes a lot of work for me to try to put that kind of positive energy out. I don't mind doing it, but I don't want to do it for the I don't want to do it for the general internet. You know, it's like if Later Gator, Trash Dude, Lord Dragon, Cosmic. Okay. Alright, I think Later Gator just played, so I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to get... So we just played with Later Gator, Trash Dude, Later Gator, Trash Dude, Lord Dragon, Cosmic. Okay. It's like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad you could see the energy, because I did try to put a lot of energy into the Disney Infinity videos, and I was trying to make, honestly, that's what I was trying to do, was make people happy, and my husband was too. And honestly, I honestly, to be completely honest, I prayed very hard. I still do before a lot of videos, that I would encourage people, and that they would feel, that honestly, a lot of those videos, I get to be completely honest, I actually prayed that people would feel, you know, God's love for them while I was praying about that on a lot of those videos. So honestly, I'm not surprised that some of those videos went viral. I'm sure that people felt positive energy, because that wasn't from me, that was from God, because I prayed before the videos, and so did my husband many times. And I do think that people needed to feel God's love. They needed to feel joy. And that was for a reason back then. But, you know, a lot of people took and hurt us because of that. And you know, if God uses us again, if my face is on a billboard in New York City, or Let's Play channel blows up like crazy again, you know, like, you know, I would be willing to do it, but honestly, I would do it in a different way at this point. I would do it in a different way. I mean, maybe I could do it the same way, I don't know, but, you know, a lot of... Every day when I did Disney Infinity videos and stuff, I would just wake up every day, and every second of the day was just for the Disney Infinity videos. I put every ounce of myself into trying to make people happy.
All I ever wanted to do was sing.
And, you know, I have lost myself for many years. Like, I don't, like, people want, like, this. Like, people want to feel happy. People want, like, for instance, like, my boss in the morning. Like, I work at a restaurant. He wants me to stay late every day. He wants me to stay late. He needs me to stay late, because nobody is there to help stay late. There's nobody there who's going to put as much energy into it. But the problem is, I don't have that energy to give to my boss, because I don't have that. I have other things in my life. And that's where I'm at now. Like, I've been on the line for almost 20 years of doing this. And, you know, I gave that energy and people took it and hurt me very badly. So it's going to be very hard for me to put that kind of energy out again. Like, they have hurt me very badly. Like, the general internet has hurt me a lot. Like, I was gonna have a child, and my child died because of all the stress I went through. That is a huge thing. Like, I am not going to recover from that, like, ever. So, like, I am never going to have the same kind of energy as I had before, because I have been hurt very badly because of the internet. So it is not going to ever be the same. Like, it would be like if somebody, like, their spouse died and they were like, why don't you have the same kind of energy as when your spouse was alive? They're never going to be the same. Like, they're never going to be the same because that person died. I had a child that died. So I will not have that energy again, unfortunately.
The enemy has arrived.
You know, so, I mean, I will try my best. Like, I appreciate, like, it's like from what, like, just think of it like, you know, most things in life, like, life is not like that. Like, people want life to be so much more than it is. But it's not. It's not. Life is very day-to-day. Life is very, I'm going to work, I work at the post office, I come home, I pay my bills, and I take care of my cats, and I say hello to my grandmother on the phone, and I go to sleep. That's real life. That's a real life. Working on the internet where you make more and more money every day, and every upload you do, you go out and you buy a bunch of brand name, you know, items, and then you show them off in your vlog, and you start flying around to all these different conventions, and people say how much they love you and you're the best ever. That is an interesting life, but the life is not real. You see what I'm saying? Like, the life is not real. It's not actually real, because at any moment, people can just turn on you. And also, you know, because of my own belief system, you know, God is in control of everything. So I know, like, everyone else is telling me, like, oh yeah, you're great, you're great, you're great. And I know in my heart, I'm not great. God is great. I'm not doing any of this. So for me, it's not real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not a, like if you get swept up in it, like, for me, the only reason why I would want King's Let's Plays to be like that again, with millions of people watching or something, is to make people happy. If it was making people happy. But the problem is, it makes some people happy, but it also creates a lot of, you know, craziness as well. It also creates a lot of, I mean, look at how many times PewDiePie has to move because of all the problems that he has with people trying to find his house and all this stuff. You know, and it also changes a person inside. Like, it changes you inside. Like, say everything in my life was going great, and my channel was very successful, and everything was fine, and there was no problems. I didn't have any problems with my viewers on the internet. Everyone liked me and stuff, but I myself was becoming prideful because of all of the views and all of the money and everything. Then would it be worth it? Would it still be good for me to have all the views and the money? Probably not. It probably would be better if I just worked, you know, at McDonald's or something. It probably would be better for me, because humility is actually something that's really good. Like, to be prideful of yourself and to think highly of yourself, like more highly than other people, like that you're better than somebody else, is something that is going to get you in tons of trouble in life. Like, that's one of the worst things that can happen to you, because honestly, a lot of people that get into trouble, it's because of pride. It starts with that. It's so many things. Like, look at celebrities that have these weird meltdowns in public, and they embarrass themselves, and they act like not normal people. They act like
Making a comeback.
not respectful. They act mean. They're, you know, they're acting like they're acting like grown children. You know,
Focus on the battle.
and they don't have their priorities straight. Like, I just saw a clip of Denzel Washington talking about how, like, they were asking him how hard it is and how much work it is to be an actor and stuff. And he was very real with them. I really, really liked his response. He said that acting is actually not hard compared to doing a job such as being a mailman or a garbage man. That both of those jobs are extremely grueling and hard work. And then he did both of those. He said an actor is actually a privilege, and that it's a privilege to spend the day acting. And that is honestly how I feel about YouTube. Literally, like, I could spend all day stroking my own ego, saying how great I am, while literally holding a controller in my hand, talking in a microphone. But is it going to make me a better person? Probably not. It probably won't. It will probably make me if I do that for many, many years and I never have to do anything hard in my life, it will make me a worse person eventually. I will become a worse person. I will be meaner to my husband. I'll be meaner to the mailman. I'll be meaner to my family. I'll start to look down on people because I'll think highly of myself because look at how amazing I am. Because look at how much money or how many views I have. So, like, I wouldn't mind having that kind of energy or whatever again, but it's not up to me, really. Like, I'm not in control. There's two people in control. Like, there's two factors in control. It's the YouTube algorithm, and God is ultimately in control, and I'm neither one of those. I don't own Google, and I don't own God, so I definitely don't own God. So, you know, God owns me. So, you know, I don't have, you know, I've had a lot of stress in my life. I'm a lot older now. Like, I'm literally 20 years older than when I started YouTube. So I'm not going to have the same energy even then because I'm literally 20 years older. It would be like asking Marilyn Monroe to still be as beautiful at 26 as she is at 56, which is impossible. But it's the same thing, you know, as a Let's Player. Like, you're not going to have that youthful energy when you're 20 years older. It's just impossible. Like, there's no plastic surgery that can give you can look better on the outside, but there's no plastic surgery that can change your organs and your inner energy, your youthfulness and your inside. Like, you're still going to feel tired when you're old. When you're older, you feel tired. I think a lot of people that are 20 years old or younger are the people that these comments are coming from, where they say, why don't you have more energy? Because they have not yet hit the point in which their energy is depleted. Once you're 30 years old, you're going to start realizing that the years between 0 and 20 are just a very small portion of your life. You know, you're not going to have that kind of energy your whole life. You're going to have to find something more sustainable. You know, so. Alright, let's check out Doesn't Art. It's okay. I appreciate you watching, everyone, and I'm sorry to, like, I don't mean to, like, come down hard on people or get upset with people. I didn't have to live stream before, so, like, if I had made those fun, are you kidding me? Like, it's funny that people, like, do say that. The thing is, like, 20-minute video, okay, 20-minute video 3 times a week. For that to pay rent, it has to be at least 300,000 views. Like, you have to have 300,000 views per video, like, at the minimum. And we were getting a lot of that. So, like, only having to upload 3 days a week would be great, but we're not getting 300,000 views. So you have to change reality. You know, you have to change everything. So it's kind of like asking, it's like if your dad when he's younger is home a lot and hanging out with you and playing at the park with you, and then later when you're like a teenager, your dad is, you know, working all the time at his big corporate job and hardly has time to come home. And you think like, well, why can't my dad just be here and play with me at the park more? And that's how I feel like a lot of my viewers are like, why can't you guys just hang out with us more? Why can't you guys just be like who you were? Because life changes. I don't have any control of my life. You know, God has control of my life. I don't actually have control of my life. Do I think that maybe, when Disney Infinity was really big, I was prideful of myself? Probably. I probably was. There was probably aspects of my personality that was not the best. I probably thought of myself as, you know, amazing or something. But I always did try to, like, I was always, like, even during that time, I was always heartbroken that I couldn't visit my family. After Disney Infinity was over, I could finally visit my family. I was too busy. I couldn't have any time to visit them. My parents were aging. So I have different priorities now. Like, even though for my viewers, maybe it would be better for them if I poured all my energy into them, I have to pour my energy into other things now. I have to take care of my family and stuff like that. But, I mean, one thing that is coming back is, you know, one thing is that is coming back is Luke is going to try to, you know, bring back some stuff for Nightwing 01, which I think is really good. You know, I think, honestly, like, I shouldn't really say this, but, like, I don't know if I can say this. I don't know if I'm allowed to, like, in 2026. I was just listening to James Brown, his song, It's a Man's World, but it wouldn't be worth it without a woman or a girl. It's kind of interesting. His song is very, honestly, it is right, it is spot on. The thing is that a lot, okay, we had Later Gator, Trash Dude, a lot of what happens with the channel is not actually determined by me. My husband works at least 3 times harder than me. At least. Doesn't our Brian, Kaya, Maple, okay, doesn't our Brian, okay. So let's get Later Gator in here. So a lot, like I told you guys, this channel is actually an offshoot of Nightwing 01. So a lot of that, like, you're right. I mean, you're right, Nemo. It's like, we did have a lot of positive energy. Some of it was pushed to be like that. Some of it was real. Like, you could tell it was real. And it was. A lot of it was real. Okay, we had Maple. Okay. Okay, we got Lord Draken. And let's get one other, let's see if Trash Dude, let's see if, or we can get Kaya, or we can get, well, Hayden is here. I mean, I haven't brought Hayden in. Okay. Okay, and okay, we'll get Trash, we'll see if Trash Dude wants. And then we'll get Hayden in next time. But a lot, like, there is something that I have, like, I don't mean to be rude, but society does tell a lot of lies about reality. You know, they tell you in school that women can do everything that men can do, which is not true. If you actually look at the NBA versus the WNBA, it's not, there's no comparison.
Or villain. I'm not judging.
Like, they're, like, if you look at, they had a women's national soccer team, which I watched, the Mia Hamm and the women's soccer team. I love playing soccer. They were beaten by a team of 13-year-old, not that particular team, but there was a women's national soccer team. Like, the actual top soccer team in the nation was beaten by a team of 13-year-old boys that played soccer. To put it in perspective. The way men are built, like men are usually bigger than women, and they're just in general able to handle more of just day-to-day wear and tear, continuous strain, continuous mental strain, continuous physical strain. Like even my husband, whose arms and ribs are literally broken from the car accident. Like he had his arms broken when he was younger, he had his ribs broken, and he hardly lifts things at all. I'm usually carrying stuff into the house all the time, straining. Once in a while, I ask him, like, can you please help me, because I'm in so much pain, like I cannot lift this. And he'll come out and he will lift it, no problem at all. His ribs are literally broken. He can lift that. He can lift it 10 times faster than me. He doesn't, like, I mean, he does push-ups and stuff, but he doesn't really go to the gym or lift weights or anything. He's just a guy. Basically, what I'm saying is, my husband, like, a lot of our channel is, like, if he actually got his, you know, if he has more energy to do his Nightwing 01 stuff and feel good about that, like, the Let's Play channel is like an offshoot of that. Like, even though people don't see it like that, the Let's Play channel is an offshoot of the Nightwing 01 channel. So when my husband is not feeling good about the Nightwing 01 channel, when his Nightwing 01 channel videos were getting banned and blocked because of him criticizing certain shows, like, you know, he was not given the ability to stream after his channel was banned from streaming for a long time after criticizing the show Gotham, and you know, things are depressing. Like, a lot of the comic books that he really liked to read are being changed so that Batman is, like, literally, like, allowing criminals to rob places, and he's not able to talk about it either way. If he says he doesn't want to discuss the comic, people get mad at him. If he says, no, I don't think people should be able to allowed to be robbing people and hurting them, then people get mad at him. So a lot of, like, you know, like, if my husband is able to do, like, some things that he enjoys on Nightwing 01 again, if he's able to work on, that is literally the main channel. Like this channel ended up becoming more popular, but just because it's more popular doesn't mean it's the main channel. Like, everything offshoots off of Nightwing 01, because that is where it all started. That's where, like, basically our mission statement is, and not like our mission statement, but the idea of who we are online is from that channel. This is just an offshoot of that. Like, he started Nightwing 01 after working as a game journalist for many companies, and that is honestly, like, if he's able to do something like some fun Batman topic videos, like what does Batman eat in a day, but also, like, I really think him getting back into his retro reviews, or just reviewing just games, normally, you know, newer games and stuff like that. I think, honestly, I think that my husband would have a lot of positive energy. Like, I can have all the positive energy I want. Like, I can get myself into I can actually make myself feel positive no matter what. Like, I could have the worst day and have people scream at me all day at work, and then I could go to the park and listen to some music I like and pray and, you know, try to get in a better mindset, and I could come back and I could be like, I'm ready to go. Let's make a really positive video that's gonna put people in a great mood, and let's, you know, laugh a lot and have fun, and make this video a video where people watch it and they're having a horrible day, they just feel instantly better. Honestly, that's what I would love. But I can do that all I want, but unless he feels good about himself, there's nothing I can do, like, to make him feel better. And that's, like, how I think that my husband is a realist, you know, like, him, you know, how things are difficult, so, you know, for him, when things seem, that's why I spend so much time sharing videos and stuff, because I try to make the video, I try to get the views up as much as possible before he wakes up, because if he wakes up and he sees the views are low, he will have a bad day the whole day. Like, he always does. Like, his energy goes down. But if I can get the views up before he wakes up, then he'll have a good day. And, you know, it's difficult because you know, I do wish that he was able to somehow force himself to just, you know, be in a great mood no matter what. But that is the reason why I married him. The fact that he cannot fake positive energy is the exact reason why I married him. That's the whole reason why I married him, because he's not a fake person. He is what he is. When he's having a bad day, he's having a bad day. When he's having a good day, he's having a good day. And there's no, like, there's no ulterior, he's pretending to be nice, but he's not. Part of my husband, he has attention deficit, and he just says what he's thinking all the time. He just says what he's thinking. It comes right out of his mouth. He doesn't have like a filter for what he's thinking. And like coming from, you know, an environment like in the Midwest where everyone is fake to a degree. Like everyone is always smiling and pretending like everything's fine, but secretly when you turn around, they're talking behind your back and saying horrible things about you. I really, 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 really like my husband because I like him when he's sad, I like him when he's mad, I like him when he's happy. I like him no matter what he is because he's real. That's what I like about him, is the fact that he's real. So, you know, like, I think if we, you know, personally, if Luke is already trying to, you know, get the ability to, you know, get another computer, if we can have some extra money to do that, so he can work on it. He's actually planning on working on Night 01 while I do like a stream in the afternoon and making videos for that. And like, yeah, and thank you for being such a loyal viewer and wanting the best for us, Mimo, and everyone watching. Jessica, Maid, 12 Later Gator, everyone. I appreciate you guys very much. And I appreciate that you care about us so much. And we care about you very much. Like I didn't actually have a, you know, I had a lot of difficulties with family when I was younger, and reality hit me very hard. I had a problem in which I was literally almost out on the street with no money, no place to live, and no family really, and people didn't accept me. Like everyone said I was a bad person, and it was very, very hard. Like that's why a lot of viewers that like say like, oh, I'm, you know, like people don't accept me and people say I'm a bad person and you guys hate me and you guys judge me. I'm telling you, like, maybe I don't agree with you, but I am definitely not a person that's going to be looking down on you or thinking badly of you. Like, I'm not like that. I may not agree with you, but that does not mean I'm looking down on you or I don't like you or I'm judging you or like saying, you know, like, oh, you're worthless or something. I'm not like that, because I've definitely been there, because I had difficulties with that, and I actually I had so bad of an experience that I had like an apartment with like no money. And I actually passed out in my apartment because of stress from family. Like I literally blacked out because I was so stressed out. I actually collapsed. And like I was disowned by my family. Like it was very bad. It was extremely bad. Like I thought I would die. And so from that, I think is part of the reason why, like you're right, Mimo, that I did try everything I could to try to. I always thought maybe there was someone listening that really needed to be cheered up, and I did put all my energy into it. You're right. So, I mean, I hope that I can make it like that again. I don't know if I can. I'm hoping that my viewers will accept me anyway, even if I can't put that kind of energy into it again. But would I want to make happy videos? I have made them recently, like even when we do verses, like we have made some very cool and fun verses videos, like, but nobody can see them. is the problem. I do, when we do our versus videos and we do our short videos, I hope that you will see that I do put all my energy into those. I do put as much energy as I have. But I do know how it is to feel very alone, like one of the lowest things because of that is why I try to do everything I can to try to make people happy, because I have been in a situation where I didn't have anybody, like nobody liked me. And so I just wanted to make a channel where people would feel loved and people would feel like someone liked them, or they could laugh at a video or hang out. And if they didn't have anyone, like you can even see like in our older videos, like on like near Christmas or Thanksgiving, I used to, if you watched them, like I remember a lot of times I said, like, if you don't have anyone to celebrate Easter, Thanksgiving, or Christmas with, like, why not celebrate it with us? And that, I really meant that, because there were times where I didn't have anyone to celebrate holidays with, and it was like unbearable. It was like unbearable. Like it was like just like I'm just gonna be on the floor just crying. Like, so yeah, I mean, like, it's, I try my best, you know, I really have tried. That's what I'm so devastated about. I really thought if I poured everything into the channel that it would succeed. And it didn't. You know, you can see that no one can see us on the search engine. It did not succeed. You know, like, it's over. In a way, it's really over. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's never over, you know? Like, as long as you're still alive every day, then you still have a chance for things to turn around. And that's why I'm still trying, you know? Alright, great job, Lord Draken, Cosmic, Trash Dude, and Later Gator. Awesome job, guys. Yeah, thank you, Mimo. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are very opposite. Like, and honestly, that's what the channel is about. It's about two people that are completely opposite that are coming together to play a game together. And you have it. You hit it on the nose, Mimo. It really is. Because my husband is nothing like me. He's nothing like me, like, at all. And I have no control, like, and to, you know, I have absolutely no control over what he's gonna like, and I have control. Like, I can pretty much, like, if I had to, I could, you know, I don't want to say this, but like, I could fake happiness pretty well, but my husband cannot. Like, he cannot. So, like, I think that's the interesting part of the channel, is that when you hear Luke and I laughing together, it's always real, because he doesn't laugh like that unless it's real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, unless he was in a good mood, unless he was happy, he wouldn't be laughing. So I think that is what makes it more genuine. So I think you're right, Mimo. I think that it did hit it on the nose. Alright, so we just played with Later Gator, Trash Dude, Cosmic, and Lord Draken. Okay, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna try it. So, Later Gator, Lord Draken, Trash Dude, Cosmic. Okay, so let's do one, okay, so we'll bring in Kaya, Dozenar, Brian, and, Lego Andrew, I guess. Or, I'm sorry, we'll bring in 6 people, because I'm sorry, Lemmy Fan, I didn't get you in, I'm sorry. Wait, Lemmy Fan, okay. And I'll bring in, Lego Andrew, see if he was in. Alright, so we'll just forget it. Lemmy Fan, I'm sorry. You're probably in another thing, I'm sorry. But yeah, you're right, it is real. I mean, it's like it's interesting that oh, sorry about that, Later Gator. I'll try to get you in, let's see, it's 4 o'clock, okay. Oh, thank you, Miss Dan, I really appreciate that. I mean, honestly, I think that's what's really hard about it, Mimo and everyone, is that literally my relationship with my husband is actually very hard because Luke and I are very opposite. Like, I feel, and I don't know because I don't know anyone else's marriage, my marriage is very hard. It is very hard because we are so opposite. We are so opposite. And our families are opposite. And we lived on opposite sides of the country. And our families had opposite values. And we have opposite values. I like college. Luke does not. I like classical music. Luke likes 80s, like, glam metal, you know, heavy metal. Luke likes video games. I sort of liked video games, but mainly just for a little bit. I mainly liked reading books and music and going to the park. Luke doesn't like to go outside. I love to go outside. We are very, very, very opposite.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Like, but, so it is, I feel, and our families really didn't think we should get together. We've had many people, even our counselor, our premarital counselor didn't think we should get together. Like, a lot of people didn't think. We've had people, friends of the family say that they, you know, we just don't work together. We're like, so it's, even our people used to ask us our signs. I don't remember. I think Luke's an Aquarius and I'm a Capricorn. They're definitely not supposed to get together. Everything about us, we're not really supposed to be together, but we love each other. So we're trying to make it work. And, you know, like they say, you can't help who you fall in love with. And so I do feel like, honestly, sometimes I feel like maybe the reason... Oh, wow. Did it completely exit? Inactive? What the... How was I inactive? I was inactive? I didn't even see it. I didn't even know we were starting. Great. I'm so sorry, guys. I do not know why. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, but I feel like maybe that's why people like our channel. Maybe that's the whole thing of it. Is that if Luke and I can get along, then anyone can get along. You know, like maybe if Luke and I can have fun playing something together, then maybe anyone can. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for exiting. Like, I hope that they put somebody else in there. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry, Leader Gator. I guess I was talking too much. I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to. I'm so sorry. I was just thinking out loud. It's hard for me to talk and play. Sorry, everyone. Alright, I'll do this match, and then I'll try to do one more just for you guys, but basically, maybe that was the whole thing of the Let's Play channel, is like, maybe that was the whole thing of it. Was like, maybe, like, if Luke and I could get along, then maybe anyone could. And I think that's what really bothers me the most about our haters, is that they notice, like, days where I'm, like, Luke wanted to, maybe Luke wanted, you know, like, maybe I really wanted to, you know, go to the park that day, and Luke was like, we can't because we have to record a video, and I was upset with him, or like something like that, or like I really wanted to go to see my family for Christmas, but we didn't have the money, or like, you know, like we really needed to go to a certain event, but we couldn't go because, you know, I had like a music thing. Like, marriage is hard. Like, you have to always make compromises. You're gonna get upset at each other sometimes. Sometimes things aren't going to work out. You're going to get mad at each other sometimes. It's just normal. It's just part of working it out. And that's what I really, really am angry about. Is like my haters are like they can notice these weird moments in the video where I'm upset or Luke's upset. or something, or having a rough day or something, and then they're like, oh, they're not happy in their marriage. It's like, well,
Who's the one being
we
petty?
are happy,
Last I checked,
but
we was both fighting the good
marriage is hard work. It's two people trying to get along. It's like if you were roommates with your, best friend, and you're trying to get along with them every day. You're gonna have days where your roommate is gonna be like, well, I want the TV, well, I want it. Or like, oh, you came home really late last night, you forgot to do the dishes. Like, that's what marriage is like. So it's like, you're living together. So it's like,
You're about to find out.
and I feel like now we're much better at, like, getting along than we were when we were first married. But all the people left, all the viewers left it. So they can't see that we're much better at getting along. Like, they didn't stick around for that. We were newlyweds when we were first online, so of course we're gonna be there's gonna be difficult days because we're learning to deal with each other. So, but yeah, I think that's part of the charm of the channel, was that if Luke and I can learn to get along, then anyone can. I am really, really sorry that I exited, guys. I am so sorry. I'll do one more match after this with you guys that I exited on. I'm so sorry. But yeah, maybe that's part of it. Like,
I'm making a comeback.
literally. I see how, even right now, I did something that made you, I really messed up. But see, there's days where I did that before we did a video with Luke. Like, I may have messed up something really bad. I may have accidentally deleted a video he was working on. And yeah, he's gonna be upset with me before we record a Let's Play video because I messed up. So it just makes sense, that we wouldn't always be perfectly all the time smiling 1,000,000% of the time. But yeah, exactly what you're saying. It was like us learning to get along with each other. But yeah, I mean, we definitely did prove them wrong, because one of the things that and now, nobody wants to hear me because I messed up on this. I accidentally got exited from the thing by not moving. So sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone, Later Gator and everyone, Lord Dragon. So sorry, guys. And Cosmic, I'm so very sorry, guys. But, that's one of the things that I noticed, there was some, one of the reasons why, I ended up marrying Luke was because, there was many reasons, but, there was a person in my family that was really, really, really mean to me and hurting me a lot, and this person basically, I had dated a couple other guys previously, and they were just fine. They were really nice to this person. It was completely fine. And Luke noticed that this person was being really hurtful to me. And, Luke said to them, you can't treat her like that. It's not right. Because he's the kind of person who's very blunt, and he doesn't care. He wasn't concerned with being in that person's good graces. He was more concerned about how they were treating me than, getting on the right side of my family. He was more concerned about how I was being mistreated. And he was the only one that ever did that. Nobody else. I realized if I married another person, I would have to still be abused by this family member my whole life. They wouldn't say anything because they would just be like, well, this is just how this person treats Amber, and this is just how it is. And, that happened a few times. There was a guy that basically said some horrible things, said they were going to do some stuff to me, and was bragging about it, and was talking about me in the locker room, and was saying, basically it was the guy that I went to prom with. I thought I was going to prom with him as a friend. I thought he was my friend, but obviously he wasn't. And Luke basically told that guy he better back off from me. So there was a couple instances in which Luke basically stood up for me and told people to, you know, stop hurting me. And like, honestly, like, I think the whole thing of like the knight saving the princess, like, and he gets the girl in the end, I think that that is very accurate. Like, I think that there is a reason why that story is a thing. Like, Link saving Zelda, and then Zelda and Link end up together. So I think there is an element where, for me, I felt very protected. Like, even though Luke and I have opposite interests, I don't agree with him on anything. I don't necessarily like any of the things he likes. Like, we don't have anything in common, but the fact that he cared enough about me to stand up for me and take care of me, that's literally the reason why I ended up marrying him. Like, that's the reason. Because I knew he cared about me, and he wanted to take care of me. And he wanted to protect me. That is literally the reason why I married him. Like, that is the reason. Like, that's the one reason. So, like, I mean, the whole, like, people always have this thing like, oh, well, you shouldn't make these stories about, like, the knight saves the princess, and then she ends up marrying the guy, because that makes it like she has to marry him because she feels bad because he saved her. And I don't really think that that is actually accurate to reality. I think it's more like he saves her, and she realizes that she's never going to find anyone who would sacrifice more for her than this guy just did. He sacrificed everything for her. So why she would have to be an idiot not to marry him at this point, because she realized there's nobody who would do this for her other than this person. Like in real life, or in the old story of the knight saving the princess, because you know, you're not gonna find another person like that in a million years. That's what the princess is realizing. Like, well, when am I gonna find somebody who's gonna sacrifice everything in their life for me again? Never. You know, because it's true love. So that's honestly, that's literally our story. Is like, that's why I ended up marrying Luke, because I realized I would never find someone that would care about me that much in a million lifetimes. I would never, like, and that's part of the reason my husband ended up in his car accident. Is that person was that family member was screaming at him on the phone because that person hated him, and that's why I ended up getting disowned by my family, was because of that. That whole thing, everything stemmed from my husband standing up for me, because I was very, I had some very, very bad things happen to me when I was a kid. I had my brother's lives were in danger at one point, and I had to stand up to somebody in my family, and then that person ended up hurting me for like many years. So like, I was just in a horrible situation, like, and this person just screamed at Luke on the phone, and then after that was in a horrible, but he was so distraught, he was coming to pick me up for something. He ended up in this horrible car wreck, and then my family member went outside and just glared at him and made it like it was his fault that somebody hit him with a car. So my husband literally sacrificed everything to marry me. Like, so like, his like reputation, his health, like everything. So like, so that's my definition of it. Like, some people act like, oh, you have to get along and you have to. I think that it's more like you care about this person so much that you would do anything to make sure that they're okay, that they don't have to be hurt by people, that they're taken care of, that they have a place to live, that they're not mistreated by people, that they have a happy life. That's honestly what love is, I think. Alright guys, so I'm gonna try to do the I'm sorry for being like that, and then also completely copying out on the last oh, like with the movie Stardust. I don't remember that movie, but Yeah, I think that's the whole thing. I think that's, I mean, a lot of people, they misunderstand. They think like, oh, well, you're giving me this story of the knight and the princess because you're telling me that the princess now owes the knight. It's like, if you were in this situation where you had hordes of evil people trying to kill you and you had one good man trying to save you from those hordes of evil people, I'm telling you, if you were in that situation, if you actually experienced that in front of you, there would be some feelings for that night. Like it would almost be impossible for the princess not to have some feelings for the guy that's literally sacrificing everything for her. It would be impossible for you not to have those feelings. Like I feel it. And so I think that people just don't understand. Like those knight and princess stories were made for a reason. It was supposed to show like, if a guy, you know, a guy who sacrifices everything for you, you would have to be an idiot not to at least, like, if you really hated him so much that you were like, wow, thank you for that sacrifice, but I just don't get along with you, I can't, I'm so sorry, I feel terrible. Like in the Quasimodo movie with where he sacrifices all that stuff for that girl, but she doesn't love him or whatever. But I mean, you have to realize that you have to feel something. You have to feel something for it, and actually at least take it into account and look at the guy seriously. If he's willing to sacrifice that much, you really have to take him seriously. That's what I honestly believe. Like, you should at least give him a chance, because he really did sacrifice that much. That's what I honestly believe. Like, it's not saying you have to marry him, but at least consider him. At least, you know, take him seriously. Yeah, it is like Legend of Zelda. But yeah, I mean, I realized like that Luke was the kind of guy that wasn't gonna allow people to mistreat me and just let it go. Like he wasn't okay with him, you know. All right, guys. Okay, so we did. Okay. I am so sorry for copying out on that last one, guys. I'm so sorry. Alright, so this was Lego Andrew, Lord Draken, Cosmic Galaxy, Later Gator, Dozen R. And then, I will try to get the other people in this next one. So we did Lego Andrew. But yeah, I mean, that's why, like, that's why, like, a lot of problems that people have with Luke and myself online. Like, these are people that are, like, between 13 and 20 years old. They don't understand how reality works. Like, say Luke is upset with me one day because I deleted a video he was working on for 3 days. Like, he might be upset with me. Does that mean, like, he might be upset with me, but he's still gonna eat dinner with me, we're still gonna watch a movie, he's still gonna do all the videos with me, he's not gonna kick me out of the house, you know, he's still paying for my rent, you know, he's still gonna hang out with me and make sure I have my medicine. He's still, if he's upset with me, maybe he still loves me while he's upset with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how love is, that's how marriage goes, you know, like. And so some people, that's the problem with the internet today. Like, they'll say, like, well, I could be nicer to this girl than you are. You know, I used to get that a lot when I was younger, like, when I was first married. Like, the internet would say that to me. But they don't understand that my husband is always nicer to me than anyone could be. My husband pays for my rent, pays for my health insurance, you know, makes sure I have my medicine at night. You know, gives me a kiss on the forehead before I go to sleep. You know, like, you know, he makes sure that I have food. You know, make sure it gets me cats that can keep me company. Like, no matter what nice things a person on the internet is saying to me, my husband is literally taking care of me every day. So, like, a lot of women, like, you even see this in modern times, like, a lot of women will either cheat on their husbands or be duped into leaving their husbands because they're emotionally, like, kind of, like, unaware. Like, they'll, like, listen to some person on the internet who is a simp, or a white knight, and they will literally be like, the person will compliment them and say that they deserve to go out to the movies every single day and be doted on and have jewelry showered on them. They don't understand while their husband is working 9 to 5, making sure that rent is paid, and doing his best to take care of her, and not understanding that maybe he's not giving her or showering her all this jewelry because maybe he's taking that money and paying health insurance and things that need to be done. So, you know, like, a lot of the internet, like, and that's how I feel like a lot of haters started, was they were like, he's too mean to her. Like, he's too mean to her. He should be complimenting her all the time. And, you know, I am difficult to deal with. Like, I'm going to make mistakes. Like, even this morning, I could not find my hat. I couldn't find my keys. My husband had a person on the internet would be like, wow, hope that works out for you. And they wouldn't help me at all. My husband will sigh and be sort of upset with me, but then he will actually go and do things to help me. He will actually go and help me find my keys, etc. So, like, literally, like, that's the problem with the internet, is they act like they're nice, but they're actually mean, because they wouldn't help me when it came down to it. Like, if I was married to some person on the internet, one of my haters, they wouldn't do anything to help me. They wouldn't care. After 3 days of being married to me, they'd be like, this is too much work. Whereas my husband takes care of me every day, you know? So that's why I don't really like these haters writing horrible things, like saying he's mean to his wife. If he was mean to me, I would be sleeping outside in the cold and he would have divorced me. My husband, every day that I live here and my husband takes care of me, he's being nice to me. He's taking care of me all the time. So literally, like, that is absolutely false. Like, for people to say he's mean to me. It's just absolutely crazy. And I actually explained this several times to people. Like, if you actually go on the internet and like watch like vlogs of women that divorce their husbands, a lot of them end up living in a car. A lot of them. And crying and wishing they had their husbands back. Because they listen to people online, or they listen to guys that wish they were just physically with them, but guys that do not want to take care of them financially or emotionally or anything like that, or, you know, spiritually or whatever. And let's see, so what do we just do? And then they are stupid and they leave their husbands, and they realize that they are an idiot, because, you know, anyone can say nice catchphrases like, oh, you look really nice, your hair looks great today, you know, all this stuff. Anyone can say that to you. That's easy to do. Paying health insurance every month, paying rent every month, dealing with your parents who are kind of mean to you because, you know, dealing with a person's wife's parents and having to take a ton of money and save up to go travel to meet them, and those parents are mean to them to their face, and they have to do it continuously. You know, having to deal with a wife on good days and bad. That is real love. That is an actual relationship. Saying nice things on the internet is not real. That's not real. Anyone can do that. It doesn't take hard work to do that. It doesn't take hard work to, compliment someone through, like, with a fake account and write things like, oh, your husband is mean to you, and then write with all these fake accounts like, I'm really nice, I would do this. No, you wouldn't. Like Luke always says, like, if you had to play a game with Amber, it would be difficult because she's talking while you're trying to concentrate on what you're supposed to do. Then you miss out on the tutorial. You missed completely the dialogue. She talked over the cutscene, and now you're left with not having any idea what's going on with the character. And, like, so yeah, I mean, I can be annoying sometimes, but my husband still loves me, and he's still, but yeah, sometimes he's gonna sigh or seem like, oh, frustrated with me, but that doesn't mean he's mean to me or doesn't love me. It just means, like, he's just dealing with me. Like, he's just living daily life with me. We're gonna get frustrated with each other sometimes. It's literally normal. I'm just trying to figure out what team we just played with, guys. I'm so sorry. I just don't want to get this wrong. So, okay, so we just did, doesn't our leader Gator Labor and Drew Lord Dragon Cosmic. Okay. Alright, so we'll do one more, guys. Sorry about that. Alright guys, so this will be the last team and we're just gonna go for it. And another thing that people don't understand is my husband has ADD. He has attention deficit disorder. So like, literally on a lot of the older videos, like I was just responding to people on Twitter recently that said that my husband was mean to me on some older videos. And that was like Kingdom Hearts or something. People do not understand how attention deficit just works. Like, I was just talking to my husband a few days ago, and I was asking him like, can you help me with this? Or like, did you want to do this? Or what did, like, I am so used to dealing with my husband with ADD that I don't even ask him things if I don't think he's going to respond anymore. I just forget about it. Like in the morning, I don't talk. My husband has such intense ADD that I do not talk to him in the morning. Like, not because he's mean, not because he's upset with me. He cannot hear what I'm saying when he wakes up. He does not hear what I'm saying. Like, I have asked him like questions like when I go to work. Like, I go to work, most of the people I work with are normals. I don't think there's one person there with attention deficit. Everyone else does not have a learning disability. When I go to work at 4 in the morning. As soon as I go to work, I get hit with a lot of questions. Like, immediately. Like, I could have my boss, like, text me a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna have this order in, we gotta have this order in, make sure you do this, make sure you do a double batch of tea, blah, 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 blah. If I tried to talk to my husband like that when he first woke up, he would be like, you are overwhelming me, there's too much stuff happening, you're talking to me about too many things at once, I can't even concentrate on what you're saying. So literally, like, my husband does not talk like a normal person. I cannot talk to him like a normal person. I cannot just immediately start talking to him about all the things that I need. I have to wait for him to, like, be ready for all that. Like, a lot of it, like, and that's why our older videos, it seems like he's mean to me, because I didn't understand ADD back then. I did not know. I thought he was going to answer me. Like, I understand ADD a lot better now. Like, if you notice, I don't have a lot of issues with his ADD anymore because I understand it better. Like, even now, like, if I ask him something on a stream, which happens a lot, where he doesn't respond, it happens all the time. It happens every day where he doesn't respond. But I'm so used to dealing with it that I don't actually react the way I used to react. Like, he used to say, like, on our older videos, like, I used to say, oh yeah, like, I really like this character and how they look. What do you think, Luke? And Luke would not respond to me. And our haters thought, oh my gosh, he hates his wife. He hates her. Why would anyone not respond? Why would anyone not respond? She's right there. He can clearly hear her. She's asking him what he thinks about this character. He's not responding. That's ADD. That's ADD. That's attention deficit disorder. He did not hear me. I am at it speaking in a normal volume. He can obviously audibly hear me, but he didn't hear me. Because if you have ADD, you're not, a normal person is able to basically deal with everything at once. Everything at once. Like, you're hearing birds chirping outside, maybe you're hearing a conversation in the background, you're hearing TV,
Oh yeah, baby, that's the good stuff.
missing.
Keep your curses.
The moon haunts you.
Alright, like I was saying before, sorry, I don't know why the stream got messed up. But like I was saying, when my husband does not respond to me, like I say, what do you think of this character? And he does not respond to me, that is ADD. A normal person will filter everything at once. They can hear the background sounds of the game, they can hear the music, they can hear the birds chirping, they can hear a conversation in the back of the restaurant, they can hear the person talking to them in front of them, and they filter out automatically, like normal people filter out things that are sort of important versus not important. Like if you're having a conversation with somebody in a restaurant and you're on a date, you can filter out the background conversation with the person talking to you in front of you on your date. Like if you're going out to dinner with someone, if you are a normal person, if you do not have ADD, you can hear what the person in front of you is telling you, and because you can hear the background of the other people in the restaurant, but you are filtering it out automatically, and you are focusing on the person in front of you, and you're looking at them, and you're responding to them, you're nodding to them, and listening to them, and you're usually looking at them, eye contact. When you have ADD, you are not able to do that. You cannot do that. And that is why, like, a lot of our dates, like I said, like, a lot of our dates, Luke, even when he has taken me out to dinner, half the time I'm talking to him on a date, he cannot hear me. Half of the time. Half of the time. Like, I will sit here and go on a story, like, oh, yeah, I did this and this today, and how was your day? And he'll be like, huh? And then he'll be like, oh, I was just noticing that couple over there in the background, they're wearing, like, a Steelers jacket or something. Like, he was not hearing me at all the whole time I was talking. Because my husband has attention deficit, which means he is not going to be hearing me most of the time I'm talking. He won't. And that's why, like, a lot of our haters, like, ended up saying he doesn't like me, he hates me. But my husband is like that with everyone. Like, when he tries to talk to his mom, everything. Like, he doesn't just hate me specifically. He is like that with everyone. He cannot focus on anything people are saying. The only reason why he's able to succeed on YouTube is he has a microphone and he can take the comments one at a time. If he was actually talking to our viewers face to face, like if we did like a FaceTime thing, like some YouTubers have a Zoom meeting, that would be a disaster. Because I'm telling you, people would start to see how my husband actually is trying to talk to somebody face to face. Because he cannot. He can in interviews. Like, he's able to interview people. Like, he was able to interview developers and stuff with the microphone. Because he has a set thing he does. He asks a question, holds the microphone to the interviewer, asks the next question, holds the microphone. It's very easy to do. He's not having a conversation. He's interviewing them with questions. So that's easy. But having a conversation is almost impossible for a person with ADD. It's almost impossible. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's a huge thing that people don't understand. And like, I think a tremendous amount of the problems of, like, haters DDoSing is because of the fact that my husband has ADD. They're literally DDoSing us, saying he hates me, and not understanding that he has a learning disability. Which is very messed up, because literally, if they actually read a book on ADD and understood how it works, they would, they would not be DDoSing us, because they would realize they were wrong, and that he doesn't hate me. That he actually loves me very much. And he tries to listen to me more than most people. A lot, it is hard for him to talk to people, and that's why he's doing the Let's Play channel with me, because it gives him time to try to talk to me and spend time with me. But it is very hard for him. So it's like people that are just hateful and cruel cannot understand that they are wrong. Like, they want him to be wrong because they disagree with him. They disagree with his opinions about things online, and so they think like, well, why not add more to it and also say that he hates his wife? But the problem is they're wrong. Maybe they disagree with him online, but he definitely doesn't hate his wife. He doesn't hate me. He loves me very much. He tries so hard to talk to me. And that's why now, like, if you notice on live streams, like, if I say something and he doesn't respond, I just go silent. I just look at him and wait for him and say, like, are you looking at the chat? Are you distracted by something else? When I'm on the phone with him, half the time when I'm talking to him on the phone, he goes completely silent. And then I ask him, like, are you watching an anime video? Are you looking at a commercial? Are you doing something? Are you writing something? I'll ask him what he's doing so he can tell me, like, oh, I was writing a response to somebody, to a comment, or, oh, I was looking at a new anime show commercial. And that's why he went completely silent on me in the middle of the conversation. So, like, literally, my husband has very, 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 very severe ADD. Not just on videos, not just with me, with everyone. It's just that a lot of people, you know, a lot of people are mean to people with ADD because they don't want to take the patience and time to take time with them. Because it takes time. It actually takes time to give a person with ADD time to talk, because they'll start talking and then they'll get distracted and then they need time to finish their thought, and you have to be very patient with that. And some people are mean about that. They don't want to take time for that. So it's hard for people with ADD to find friends or to get married or whatever. So I try my best. So, but anyways, well, thanks. Okay, here we go. Lemmy fan. Attention deficit disorder, learning disabilities, and neurological disorder, Miss Amber. Thank you, Miss Tiana. Yeah, it's a neurological disorder, so it's literally like our haters online keep saying that my husband hates me because he won't respond to me, and they don't understand that literally it's not that he's not blowing me up. I'm not saying like, hey, what do you think of this character in the game? And he's like, whatever, like, I'm not responding to you. I'm so, you know, oh man, you're so annoying, I'm not going to respond to you. No, it's not like that at all. It's like he wants to respond to me. He cannot. He doesn't always hear what I'm saying. Like, you guys even, like, a lot of our viewers even realize it. Even our viewers realize it when I'm not on the streams and they send a highlighted message and my husband doesn't see it because, he tries, like, if Skeletor reminds him, then he'll see it. But sometimes, like, if Skeletor is broken, then he might not see it. And, you know, people might get upset with him because they're like, why didn't you notice it? It was right there. Well, that's what ADD is. It's right there. You didn't notice it. But yeah, like, a lot of times, like, when we're in restaurants, instead of Luke hearing what I'm saying, he might actually hear the entire conversation of another couple, or an older couple, or maybe a family, a little kid talking about his baseball game. Literally, Luke will hear something else, not me, because he's hearing everything at once. He cannot filter, he cannot focus. ADD, you cannot focus on the thing in front of you. You're seeing everything. When we used to do Let's Plays a long time ago, and like maybe there'd be something at the window, or he'd hear like a sound, or our cat would run in front of us, anything like that, I would have to stop for literally almost like 7 minutes waiting for him to stop being distracted by whatever it was. Like, something distracting could happen, and literally I'd be in the middle of the conversation and we'd be like talking about, oh yeah, remember this back in 1989, and we're gonna check out this, thanks so much to the developer for sending us this gig. And then it's like, Luke, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And then he's like, huh? And I'm like, remember we were doing the video? And like, and it's like, oh yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I saw a squirrel outside. And it's like, okay, well, we were in the middle of the video, but that's why, like, back then when we upload videos, it was great because we could just redo that part and it was perfectly fine. So yeah, so anyways, I'm really sorry guys that I did just get kicked out for inactivity. Maybe I have a touch of ADD or something. I probably don't, but I don't really have I don't have ADD, obviously, but I am sorry that I messed up. I wasn't paying attention, and I literally copped out of that one match with you guys, so I'm very sorry about that, where I got kicked out for inactivity. But here's Luna Snow. Hopefully I'll be showing off some other things, like we've got a Storm costume to show off. We have maybe the Thor version of this. We have a Blade costume and some other cool costumes to show off. So more Marvel Rivals coming soon. And yeah, and I'm glad that Miss Deanna and some other people were explaining to me that Luna Snow is actually a K-pop star, which makes sense because she's got a microphone and she's got more and more kind of like you know, star kind of like K-pop outfits. And I think she looks super cute. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of this outfit. Honestly, I think this is pretty cute. So, alright guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, everyone. And sorry for the long discussion or whatever, but hopefully at least I got some of my thoughts out about the channel or something. And I appreciate you guys caring, and I'll try to answer your questions best I can. Alright guys, so thanks so much for watching and playing with me, everyone. And sorry if I didn't get you in the matches. I'll try to get you guys in next time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys over the next stream. God bless and happy gaming. See ya!